Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys part 2 after I do the foundation braids, how to properly sew tracks onto. She has sew-in with leave out. So I'm going to show you guys how you sew that and make sure that it's completely flat. So right here is the foundation. If you want to know how to do foundation braids, I will link that video in the description below. So this is like the most simplest sew-in ever. But I got the hair from Donmily hair. It is 3 bundles of 14, 16, 18 natural wave. The hair is really soft. It has a great smell actually, and it is definitely true to length once you flat iron it. So right here I'm just sewing down the excess braid that I had left over. So she did get her leave out and her front, her edges out, and she also got her sides out, but the back sewn in. Okay, once I sew down the loose braid, I am going to start sewing in. So I double my wefts to make sure all the bundles fit in, and also it just takes less time. So for the first track, I'm going to sew under the braid, so that way when she lifts her hair up, you won't be able to see all the tracks showing since she doesn't have any leave out. So once I do that, as you can see, I double knot my wefts, so that way the wefts don't move around and start sliding everywhere. When it gets old, it will still stay attached to the braid. Now, of course, her hair will grow out, so the braid will get a little looser, but the track still will remain on the braid. So when it comes to flipping over, when I'm at the very back, I just flip both tracks at the same time and then start sewing onto that. But as I start getting to the front, since I want the front and the sides to be flatter, I'm going to split the tracks before I flip over and flip them one at a time instead of both together. That way they can lay flatter, and you will see that a little later on in the video. Okay guys, so when it comes to the front, what I like to do is once I get to the front, I do flip the tracks. However, I flip them one at a time. So I start to split the tracks, like I leave one behind and I continue with the other one. And then what I do is I will flip that one track. And then as I flip it and I bring it back to the back of the hair and just start sewing back like that, I'm going to, once I reach the other track, I'm going to just combine it back together. So instead of having to flip 2 tracks at one time at the front, you're only going to flip one at a time. That way it's not really bulky in the front. So, but you still can continue to have both, both tracks together. Okay guys, so before I leave you guys, I'm going to let you guys in on a little trick. I stop using edge control when it comes to edges when I'm, like when I'm doing like silk presses and things like that. But what I like to do is, like halfway through before I'm done, I like to get a mousse or a foam lotion or something like that, and you know, and press their hair down with that and tie it down with the scarf. That way it helps when it comes to, it helps to lay the edges flat. It helps to lay the edges flat without edge control. It helps your hair lay flat without so much heat on it. And it helps when it comes to when you're pressing the edges out with like a flat iron or something like that. It gives it a more sleek finish. So I like to use that little trick to lay edges. If you notice at the beginning of the video, I showed her hair and you see that the edges are natural. They're not slicked down or anything like that, and they're just laying flat. It's because I set the hair first, and then I just lightly went over it with a little bit of with the flat iron and a little bit of spritz, like just a little light layer, kind of using as just like a holding spray, and that's it. I didn't put any edge control on her edges. So yes guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's a little informative. I was rushing with her hair because I had somewhere to be. It was just a long day, so I didn't get to curl it and blend it. But I hope you guys enjoy the way it looks. As you can see, the natural wave from Donmily hair does flat iron pretty straight. So I definitely highly recommend the hair. It actually was some really great hair. It smelled really nice, and it flat ironed really good. And also I didn't put any product on it, and it just glided on through, you know. One thing I can say, the ends were a little thin, and that's the only thing I really would change so far. It was really soft and I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Love you guys so much. Bye. Mwah.